Welcome everybody to Instagram Secrets. Today's training is all about Instagram. This is Alex Montalenti. How are you? Let me know in the chat where you're tuning in from, what brokerage you're with, and how are you doing today? It is Friday. We made it through the week. You're here for another training. This time it's about Instagram. This one is going to rock. This one blew my mind just preparing it. So I'm really excited to share with you what I have for you today. So welcome, Michelle. Welcome, Randy Bandy. Welcome, Penny Alper back in the house. Sandy Wacker, Judy, Jennifer, Georgiana. Let me know. How are you feeling today? How you doing? I'm excited. I haven't seen you in a while. Catherine is psyched. Yes, give me more of that energy. I want to be psyched. I want to be energized. I want to say this is going to be the best weekend ever. I want to feel it. If you're here, you're committed. You're ready to take your Instagram to the next level. And today I'm going to break it down for you with such simplicity and with such ease. And I'm going to bring my special friend into the webinar, which you'll see who that is. So you're going to have a guest appearance from my little friend. And I'm just really excited for all of you. If you implement what I'm sharing with you today, you will be ahead of a majority of real estate influencers. I'm not talking to people just getting started on Instagram. I'm talking to people that are already doing it on Instagram. You implement what I'm sharing with you today, and for the part that you implement, guaranteed you're going to be ahead of 98% of realtors. Why? Because I couldn't even find good examples for what I'm about to show you, if that makes sense. Mario, how you doing today?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm really excited to see the folks running inside the Zoom here, being part of this conversation. We got people from the Florida Keys, the Bronx, New York, everywhere. Do you have anyone from not Iowa, from Hawaii? I'm curious, because we always get folks from Hawaii. I love how they always start with aloha. For me, I'm excited, and for the first time in a long time, I'm actually happy that it's, wow, Mario's in Alaska? No, it's kind of cold in here, that's all. What I'm finding interesting is that today, for the first time in a long time, I'm actually happy that it's Friday. I'm not a typical 9 to 5 kind of guy. I'm not your typical happy Friday type of guy. I'm like, every day to me counts, Monday through Sunday. I'm excited that it's Friday because it's been quite a journey for us the last 2 months, I would say, where we've made a lot of movement happening in the company. We've helped a lot of agents. We've broken records left and right. We've heard incredible testimonials. We've seen people go from zero to amazing. So I'm thinking, I want to make this Friday count. I'm not okay with just showing up. Okay, good, let's go have some coffee. But I want this to be, again, leave a dent so that I can truly, fully enjoy my Friday and the weekend. So that's how I'm feeling.
Well, you haven't seen this deck, Mario. So yeah, we're going to leave a dent. So let's get this party started. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Today is all about Instagram secrets. I am going to teach you how to set up your Instagram profile the right way. Guaranteed 90% of people don't have it set up the right way because I just changed mine and now finally I feel good with it. We're going to show you how to leverage your sphere. We're going to show you how to do your highlight circles, the little circles on Instagram. We're going to show you how to create posts, pin posts, how to use DM, how to use stories. I'm going to make it super simple and I'm going to bring in my little friend. So let's get started here. Let me go to Chrome, share my screen. Here we go. Boom, boom, and boom. All right, can you all see my screen?
We sure do see your screen. This is awesome. And yes, this is being recorded for those folks who miss it or who want to watch it again.
Perfect. And let me just grab one more thing here before we get started. Sorry about that. One more thing I got to grab for you all.
Those folks who are just joining in, welcome to this conversation. You got the email, you got the text. Let us know where you're joining us from. Well, I got you excited about today. Like Alex asked a very simple and open question. How are you feeling today? So feel free as you're joining this convo. Let us know where you're joining us from, your brokerage, and how you're feeling.
All right, perfect. First question for you all. What do you want to learn today? If you could put that in the chat, what did you expect to learn today, actually? Like we said, hey, we're going to do a training on Instagram, and I hopefully nailed it, but I want to see, is there anything I missed so that the next time I can include it? What would you like to learn about Instagram? Put that in the chat. I see I'd like to learn how to get more followers. Do you want to learn more about direct message? Do you want to learn about what to post? Do you want to learn about Instagram highlights? Do you want to learn about stories? Do you want to learn about subscription models? Making hooks. I love it. We got Penny says, how to use it painlessly. Sandy says, I use your program to set it up. Is this new? This is absolutely new and may require changes. I got a congratulations on my engagement. Thank you so much, Marie Josie. We'll talk about that too. How do I get set up? Everything you mentioned. All right, let's do it. So, new twist. I usually share with you my story, how I got in the business, all of that. I created a new video that's going to go hopefully viral on social media as much as possible, basically sharing my story in 3 minutes or less. And as I share this with you, I want you to consider that you are all in a place to have a video like this. If you're a realtor, you should have some sort of video that you can include in your marketing that shares why you got in the business, why you like to help people, why are you doing what you're doing. And I would say that 90% of you don't have like a nice sizzle reel or a nice opening video or a nice marketing video. How many people on this call feel like they have a good marketing video? And how many people do not? And this is something that could be shared on Instagram, on Facebook, on your Zillow profile, on your Realtor.com profile, on your Homes.com profile. I would say a majority don't have it, right? Maybe a couple people do. Let's see. Marketing video, sure don't. And aren't we in a world of video? So just to share with you, I used to do what, Mario, 10, 15 slides to explain who I am, what I do, why I've been in the business. Did we lose Mario?
I'm right here. Yes, of course.
Yeah, and some people used to get bored, and my sales team was like, Alex, this story is too long. So I made this quick 3-minute video. I'd love to hear from you. What do you think about the video? I think it pops, and it's only 3 minutes, so here we go.
CEO of a Inc. 5000 company, international speaker, tech founder, pitch battle winner, webinar sales expert, digital marketing magician.
Hey, my name is Alex Montalenti, CEO of RealGrader.ai and creators of the Instacard, the digital business card, now in use by over 1 million real estate professionals. I've spoken all over the world for various brands like Remax, Coldwell Banker, C21, ERA, EXP, Berkshire Hathaway, you name it, as well as for the National Association of Realtors and at Inman. The real estate industry changed my life. My mom has been in real estate. My entire family has been in real estate. I've been in the industry for over 25 years. And what happened is my mom came from Romania in 1968. She escaped during communism, came to America with nothing. She left her house behind. She left her factory behind. Our family were entrepreneurs. Everything they left behind to come to New York City and start a new life. And my mom was lucky enough to meet somebody in real estate, and she became a licensed real estate agent. Now, my mom was terrific with people, but terrible with technology. And I came home during college, and she was struggling with the internet, with digital marketing. She couldn't even get a listing into the computer. So that summer, I helped my mom. I got my license, and I started doing digital marketing. And she closed the biggest deal of her life. It was a $1,000 commission check. Imagine, single mom, 2 kids, $80,000 commission check comes in. That was a game changer for our family. And I got to see the importance of helping realtors with digital marketing, social media, technology. So many agents are overwhelmed by all the tech that's out there. They want to be in the relationship business. They don't want to be techies. They don't want to be Facebook. They don't want to be on Instagram or TikTok. They just want to do real estate. So I created this company called RealGrader.ai, and we just hit the Inc. 5000, number 800 fastest growing company. In my sessions, you're going to learn about the power of Google and your online presence. Let's face it, have you Googled yourself lately? Consumers are checking you out online. We're going to teach you how to get your Google business page ranked on the top of Google. We're going to teach you how to get more Google reviews so you build that trust and that likability with your clients. We're going to teach you how to leverage social media, video marketing, AI, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube, all the different channels, and how to leverage that with your entire Google presence. At the end of the day, this business is all about referrals. People are going to look you up online. This industry helped my mom in the hardest time of her life, and what I want to do is speak on as many stages as possible, help relieve stress for real estate professionals, and help them take it to the next level. They deserve the best. They deserve to reach as many people as possible with one of the most stressful transactions of people's lives, which is buying or selling a home. So let's reduce the stress, let's reduce the overwhelm, and let me help the real estate industry with this technology problem.
So thanks for watching that. Thank you for the feedback. Love to get any feedback. Anything you see that could be improved. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you think it's amazing? We're pretty excited about it. We got a few more changes to make. Awesome. Love the feedback. A little long. It's amazing. Awesome video. Love it. Super. So everybody, consider this. It's almost time, if it is not time, for you all to start considering that too. Could you have a 30-second video reel? Could you have a 1-minute video reel? Professionally produced. These are not expensive to make, and you use it in so many different ways and so many different places. So let's get started. Today, we're going to talk about Instagram, and what I'm going to share with you today is really going to be mind-blowing, I believe. I stand behind that because I don't think anybody's using Instagram the way I'm about to show it to you. So you have Instagram, you have Instagram business, you have Instagram followers, you have Instagram stories, you have Instagram highlights, you have Instagram reels. There's all these different features and functionality, but like Mario says sometimes, you don't really have a guidebook on how to use all of this, right? So the first thing I did is I wanted to give you a guidebook. You can take a screenshot of this. This is my cheat sheet for how you use Instagram. And Mario, is my audio and video good? Just want to check in.
Yeah, it's perfect. Hear you perfectly. Everything's great.
There we go. So first I'm going to show you, there's 2 different places on Instagram on your phone that you really need to care about. One of them is your profile page, which you can find by clicking on the bottom right-hand corner where your little face is. That is where you see what everybody else sees about you. They see your photo, they see your bio, they see your highlight circles, they see your pinned posts, they see your posts, they see how many followers you have. And based on that, just saying, they judge you and see, should they follow you or should they not follow you? Are you somebody they want to follow? Are you somebody they want to connect with or not? And this is happening in real world, right? People are either following or not following. And they look at your profile and they make that decision. So the first thing is we want to make sure that all of you have a beautiful profile. You've got a great photo, and I need to update my photo. You've got a great bio. You've got a call to action. You've got those little highlight circles that tell people what you do, what you focus on. You've got 3 posts on the very top that are the pinned posts, and I'll show you how to do that. Those are your best posts ever that are going to tell people what kind of realtor you are. Now, from this page, there's a lot you can do, right? If we start with the very top right, we can go add Instagram threads. With the plus sign, we can make a post. With the menu, the 3 bars, that's your menu to get access to more tools. If you look in the center here, you have your bio. I'm going to show you how to create your bio today. I'm going to show you how to put in your call to action link. You have the ability to edit your profile. We'll go through that. How to share your profile with somebody. Many of you don't know this, but there's a QR code that you can use to share your Instagram with somebody. Your contact info. Below that, you have your highlight reels, your highlight circles, your call to action link. Then you have your post. And on the very bottom, you have the home, which is the home image, the search image, the plus icon, which allows you to post, the video image, which shows you everybody's reels, and then your profile. So these are all the little buttons that we have on the profile page. You want to get very friendly with your profile page, and this is the part that you want to optimize. So we're going to go through this today, but optimizing your Instagram profile will increase the chance of people following you. But more important than that, it tells a story. And I'll ask you, when you're looking at this profile page for me, what story am I telling? Am I telling that the story that I'm a CEO? Am I telling the story that I have a digital marketing agency? Am I telling the story of, hey, I'm on the Inc. 5000, that I have this huge team? Do you notice how everything on here is very intentional? I'm trying to tell you a story when you land on my page. Hey, I've got a lot of followers. I'm a public figure. I'm the CEO of this company. We were number 800. I've got these three companies. You can contact me here. I love posting about inspiration, my podcast, my company, my daughters, my events. I'm part of the National Association of Realtors Reach program. I've got this big team, and I've been on the Inc. 5000. I just told you a story just by you looking at this profile. Now the question becomes, what story do we see when we look you up on Instagram? So let me know if this was useful. If you're following, we want to make sure that your story, when people land on it, actually makes sense, that it's the most
It's also very important.
Story. Yeah, go ahead, Mario.
Yeah, it's also very important, Alex, to get somebody else that's going to give you their feedback from not knowing what you had in mind to see what they gather. You know, you're asking somebody to, like, what do you think? What does that feel like? That's the most honest response you can get, the most honest feedback you can get to find out what you can adjust. So check with your folks as well. When they see it, What kind of, I usually like to use the word vibe. What kind of vibe do they get? Does it look friendly? Does it look close? Does it look weird? Does it look easy? Does it look complicated? Does it look scattered? Right away, here, I see your profile. I'm like, okay, he's stylish. I like that style. I like that color. Business. Podcasts are still blowing up. So he's got podcasts. Okay, that's cool. Real Grader. Okay, I'm assuming that's a company or something he's offering. And my girls, there's a hook right there. What girls? And then I find out, oh, he's a family man. Okay, you have my attention. Interesting kind of guy. I'm in.
Yeah, and what's really interesting here, everybody, is I'm showing you this, and when I assessed myself, I said, wait a second, I'm not telling the story properly. So I changed it. So what you're seeing here is actually my old profile. Now let me show you what my new profile looks like. I'm kind of jumping ahead here, but I want you to get the difference. This is my new profile. So what did I change? I went from just Alex Montalenti to Alex Montalenti, CEO, speaker, and webinar sales expert. So right in the titling of my profile, I actually added the adjectives that make me an authority and an expert. Mario, is it blurry for you? Monica's saying it's blurry.
It's a bit blurry, but you get the picture. Yeah.
So what I did is I changed the titling, and then I also changed the description. CEO, speaker, webinar sales expert, number 800, Inc. 5000, helping sales professionals become influencers. So I have a helping statement. I help these people become this. I help homeowners buy easily. I help home sellers do this. 50,000 professionals trained, 1,000 plus webinars. So I'm telling you, hey, I've been doing this for a while. I'm an expert, and these are the people I help. So for all of you, it might be like, I'm helping homeowners move through the transaction easily, closed over 5,000 homes, over 50 plus Google reviews, just as an example, right? So I'm being very deliberate in what my messaging is here. So when they land on my page, they're like, oh, I want to know this person. He's helped over 50,000 professionals. I even widened my offering to say, you know what? I teach about social media. Anybody can learn from me. If you're not only a real estate professional, but a mortgage professional, a title professional. So do you see the difference here? There's a big difference. And then I also pinned my number 800 Inc. 5000 right to the top as number 1, because that was our biggest accomplishment so far. So I'm going to go back now and walk you through this, right? So we're talking about the profile and how to position yourself. This is all branding and positioning, everybody. This is marketing 101. It just became very clear to me that Instagram has the least amount of text that you need to work with. So it should be very digestible for all of you. I'm not asking you to modify your Zillow profile that's like a huge page. You just look at your Instagram profile, you only have 4 lines to work with. So what are the 4 most impactful lines that you can put in front of somebody for them to follow you? And what's great about this exercise is this is the greatest place to start, because what you do here is the most succinct way of sharing who you are, which then can translate over to your Facebook, which then can translate to your LinkedIn, which then can translate to your Zillow, your Realtor, your bio, your listing presentation, etc. Make sense? So that is your profile page. Now, this is where you're creating content. 5% of realtors create content. 95% of realtors consume content. And most of them are not even on the profile page looking at themselves and thinking of what to post. They're on the consumption page, scrolling through the feed. Everybody get that? 95% of the world is actually consuming. Only 5% of the world is creating. 95% of the world is posting on LinkedIn. 5% are posting, 95% are consuming. 5% of people are posting on YouTube. 95% are consuming. If you're a poster, if you're a creator on Instagram and you take pride in your profile and you start creating content, you are part of the select few who other people are watching your content. And did I mention this is free? This is not television that you would have to pay so much money to be on TV. You have free exposure, but 95% of the world doesn't take advantage. So then you have to make a decision. Do I want to be a creator, or do I want to be a survivor? Do I want to thrive because I'm putting myself out there, or do I want to survive because I'm being invisible and nobody can find me? And I'm telling you, most people are here scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and wasting time. I am not one of those people. I will not. I choose not to, right? But what can you do on this page? You can have your stories posted. You can read through people's content. And if you're not going to create content or use a company like us to post content, at the very least, you should comment on everybody else's content. Not everybody else's, but the people you care about, the people in your sphere. So you have the option to send them direct messages. You have the option to comment on their stories. You have the option to comment on their posts. But here's the hack. If you're commenting on somebody's post, it's not as impactful as if you sent them a DM and say, hey, I saw your post, right? It's like putting my post in a forest full of trees, or actually being like the helicopter on top of the trees. Everybody sees the helicopter in the forest when it's over us. But when you're in the trees, you can't see all the trees in the forest, right? So you could comment on a post, or you could directly DM somebody and say, I loved your post, or directly DM them on their story and say, I loved your story. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. But do you see the difference? Like this post right here had 0 comments. So in that case, your comment would stand out. But if this post had 35 comments, your comment won't stand out. So it's better to send them a direct message. Now you can love stuff and you can like stuff, but nobody's even looking at that anymore. It's kind of messed up, right? Like they're not looking at who's loving and liking their stuff. They're looking at who's actually sending me a direct message, who's commenting, who's saying something different. I just got engaged and everybody's like, congratulations, congratulations. What were the comments that were the most impactful? Were the ones where people sent me a DM or said more than congratulations, because everybody says congratulations. And nothing against the people saying congratulations, because I love receiving the congratulations. But in a world of 200 congratulations comments, the ones that sent me a DM stood out to me. Does that make sense? So if you want to stand out in your sphere, you want to stand out to your prospective clients or your existing clients, send them a direct message or comment on their story. That's the hack. How many people got the hack? Say I got it or I did not get it. Just curious. Awesome. Love seeing the got it's. And if you didn't get it, just say I didn't get it. It's all good. Yeah, go ahead, Mario.
Yeah, if you didn't get it, we'll kick you out of the Zoom meeting.
Hey,
just kidding.
Be nice. Be nice.
What I was doing, Alex, while you were talking, I started doing a little investigative work, and I was searching for their Instagram profiles, some of our participants. One thing we forgot to ask at the beginning, how many folks here are new? How many folks here are active on Instagram? Because a lot of the stuff here may be very much over your head, or maybe stuff you're saying, oh my goodness, I'm missing that. Let me go update it. So it'd be good to know how many people, how involved are you with your Instagram? And is this your first time joining us, or have you been to one of our trainings on Fridays?
Got it. We got a couple people over their head, somewhat new, very involved. A lot of people got it. What I just shared is one of the more complex things, right? Because we've been trained through Facebook to just like a post or like comment on a post. But the next level, how do I put it? It'd kind of be like putting a flyer in a mailbox full of mail. Like, do you think your flyer is going to get noticed in a mailbox full of mail? Probably not. So what do? You take the flyer and you put it on the doorknob of the house, right? So then the owner sees the flyer. So rather than putting the comment in the mailbox where everybody's filling up the comments, we put the comment into the direct message or the story, which goes directly on their front doorstep, and they see it right away. So that's one hack. Now I'm going to share with you some more, okay? But what I want you to know is these are the 2 places that you want to live on Instagram. One is on your profile, which is here, and we want to make this look perfect. And the other one is where you consume the content. And the best thing to do on a consumption page is not just to consume and scroll and waste time, but to actually engage and comment through direct message or through stories to the people that you want to reach out to. And you'd be surprised how few people get direct messages from other people. So they're actually going to respond. Now, we've helped a lot of influencers. We've interviewed a lot of influencers. I've got a lot of videos, all my podcast videos, all my trainings are on my YouTube. So even today's training, when it's done, it'll get posted as a replay on my YouTube channel. So I invite you to join the YouTube channel, because that's how you're going to get the latest replays. Because Mario's always gets the request, hey, can I get the replay? We put it on the YouTube. We also give you guidebooks on how to optimize on all these profiles. That's part of the benefit for go-getters like you that come to these trainings. So how do you get the link to the YouTube and the training? You simply text the word training, text one, you'll get the link to the YouTube. You'll get the link to the guidebooks. If you already have them, great. If you don't have them and you're a first timer, you definitely want to get your hands on these. And if you have a lot to learn, Sherry, definitely go and download the guidebooks and watch some of my videos when you have more free time. I try to break it down pretty simple in there. So I'll give you a second. If you got the links, say I got the links. First thing you'll get is a link that says add yourself to community. You'll put in your info, and then boom, you'll get the links to the YouTube and to the guidebooks. If you got the links already, say I already got the links. If you got them just now, say I got the links now, just so we know it's working for you all, and then we'll move on to the rest of the training. Judy got them now. Amazing. Shylon got them now. And I'll just repeat for those of you not seeing my screen for any reason, you can text the word training to 51. All right. I'll give you another minute there to do that, and then we're going to get started. This is going to be awesome. We just check in, see what people are doing here, if it's working. Yeah, a lot of people texting in training, Mario. That's great. You'll be added to our list for future trainings. We do these trainings on Friday. We actually have a training next week, next Friday, on listing presentations. We have a training with Sean Cannell on YouTube, how to do YouTube. We have a training on Google reviews. We're doing another Google Review Mastery Challenge to help you all get reviews. So we have these complimentary trainings happening every week. So let's get into it. Mario, I'm going to let you watch the chat while I really get into the content here, okay?
Sounds good. Let's do it.
So I'm a big believer in the 80-20 rule. Anybody else believe in 80-20? Put 80-20 in the chat. Like there's 80% of things that we're doing on Instagram, in our business, in our life that are really not moving the dial. And meanwhile, there's 20% of the things that I focus on that are really moving the business. In fact, as a company, we just analyzed there were 5 events that we did that did more than everything else that we did the entire month. It's crazy. I could have stopped doing 20 other things in my company and we still would have got the same results. Anybody feel like that? I love the 80-20 people in the chat. If you haven't read the book 10X is Easier Than 2X, that is one of the best 80-20 books out there. And creativity takes time. Anybody feel like creativity takes time? Like thinking how to be creative in my marketing, thinking how to be creative in my Instagram. That takes time. Everybody agree? This is like one of the toughest thing I think for realtors is creative marketing, because so many people were so trained to do the same thing over and over, but to actually get creative and do out of the box marketing, that's a different story. The name of that book was X is Easier Than 2X, one of my favorite books. So I looked at this and I said, you know what? What could actually save me time on my creativity? So not anymore, right? Creativity takes time, but guess what? Not anymore. And many people don't have creativity. Great point, Judy. I don't feel very creative. I happen to be a very creative person, but I know people that are not that creative, and I feel for them because they're like, I can't do creative marketing, Alex. Can you come in and check this out for me? But now creativity, you don't have to have creativity. This is going to blow your mind. What I'm going to show you at the end of today, I want you to answer to me at the end, was I right that now we don't have to be that creative in some areas? Why? Well, say hello to my little friend. And Judy guessed it. Thank you, ChatGPT, Perplexity, Grok, Claude, Google Gemini, all of these tools. Why? Because they can solve my creativity problem. They can start the creativity conversation. And what I show you today will literally blow your mind. It blew my mind. And I don't get my mind blown that easily with AI, but this really blew my mind. So imagine this. Imagine that when I want to think, hey, what should my bio be on Instagram? I go to AI and say, based on what you know about Judy Wolf, what should my bio be on Instagram? And Instagram writes your bio. Imagine this. Hey, I don't know what to post, but let me ask AI, based on what you know about me, Willie Cole, what should I post on Instagram? And it gives you a whole script and everything you want to post on Instagram. Hey, AI, what if I wanted to send a direct message to a prospect on Instagram? What should I write? And the AI writes it for you. I'm going to demonstrate this today. It's going to be mind-blowing. So watch what I'm talking about here. Let's start with our bio on Instagram. And let's ask the question, like, what is your story? Well, maybe you don't even need to write your own story anymore. How about that? This is wild, everybody. This is my Instagram bio, right? CEO, speaker, webinar sales expert, helping sales professionals, 50,000 agents trained, 1,000 webinars. So I go to AI and I say, please write a powerful Instagram bio for Alex Montalenti. This is the mind blower. This is what it wrote. Digital marketing strategist for realtors, helping agents dominate online and close more deals. Speaker, coach, entrepreneur, Miami and beyond. DM me, grow to scale your business. The AI wrote this. Is your mind blown yet? And if it's not, don't worry, it's going to get deeper. Is anybody already mind blown that I literally just asked the AI what my Instagram bio is, and it almost wrote what I personally wrote? In fact, I would have been happy with this. I would have grabbed this and just copy and pasted it. How we doing? Mind blown, not mind blown?
Maybe they're looking for the emoji for mind blown.
I don't know. This blew my mind. I'm not getting as many reactions here, but it gets pretty, it's going to get more interesting. All right. So watch this. Now I go, Anna Benavides. Everybody knows Anna Benavides. I go, please write a powerful Instagram bio for Anna Benavides. And it wrote this: realtor, market matchmaker, helping you find the perfect home and investment, trusted advisor, local expert, connector, Miami and beyond, which was wrong, right? But DM me home to start your journey. No, I didn't have this information already built up. That's what I'm saying. It's one thing for it to do it about me, but it's another thing for me to do it for Deb right now and actually get Deb's bio. It's another thing for me to do it for Sherry right now and get Sherry's bio. So that literally means that based on the new AI, they have enough information about you online to write your Instagram bio. So then I was like, wow, what else can you do for me lately to solve my creativity issues? Because wouldn't you say that this at least gets you going? Maybe your creative juices wouldn't have gotten you this far. It might have taken you an hour to get here, but now I have my creative juices flowing. I tweak a few little things and done. So boom, you go edit your bio. And all of you can edit your bio on the desktop or on the mobile device of your Instagram. How do you do it? You go to edit profile. So right here, you have edit profile. You click edit profile. It brings up the edit profile screen. And right here where this red circle is, you put in your new bio. I think this is simple enough that majority of you can do it, right? Like you go edit your bio. You go to AI and say, hey, AI, write me an Instagram bio, powerful Instagram bio based on what you know about me. And boom, here's your new Instagram bio. Probably going to be more creative than what most of us come up with. And then you just tweak it and you copy it and you paste it. And we're just getting started. But I just thought that was a really great example of, wow, what can AI do for me lately? And it's only getting better and better. I literally told my team today, Mario was there. I said, team, I love you. But if all of you don't start using AI, I don't know what to do with you, right? I'm not a company that's going to lay off people like Microsoft and Google, but I made a request that everybody on my team start using AI. Because it's like what they're saying in the industry. If you're not a realtor using AI, you might get replaced by someone who is. Look at this, Judy Wolf. Exactly, Judy. She said, can you try to do it for me? I recently got a referral that found me on ChatGPT. Everybody, this is happening. I've been telling you all, make sure you're set up on Google. Now it's going to be, let's make sure you're also set up on ChatGPT. And where is it pulling the information? From Google, from Zillow, from Realtor.com. From all these sources, right? Yeah, and if it shows up blah penny, it might be because there's not enough information about you online, or you just ask the AI to tweak it. Hey, do some deeper research, or maybe you need to use a new AI like Perplexity that goes way deeper. Now, besides the bio, we want to put a link into your Instagram. In the edit profile page, it says website. Most of you are not linking to anything. How many people have a link in their Instagram bio and how many do not? And I love that. Scott just posted his. Your trusted Temecula real estate expert. By the way, there's a study done that the word expert has more authority than CEO, founder, or leader, or any of that. Helping you find your dream home, dedicated to service and integrity. I love it, Scott. That's a great bio. You can use it. It even gave you emojis and icons. So most of you have a link. You need to make sure you're putting that link to something powerful like a landing page, something that's going to capture info. Right now, what we're doing for a lot of our clients, we're building them digital marketing funnels, and those funnels capture the lead and get a scheduled appointment. That's the future. You can hear about that at the end of this month on the training that we do. Your highlights tell a story. Great job, Penny. Penny's got a new bio. Hudson Valley Real Estate Pro, Newburgh, New Windsor, Marlboro and beyond, turning for sale into sold, detail driven, market savvy, client focused, DM to list, buyer, invest. Penny, that just took you to the next level on your Instagram bio, I'm guessing, right? Like that's a solid, tech-friendly, modern Instagram bio, Penny. I love that bio. So far, so good, everybody. We following? So if we go back to the profile, what's on the profile? My bio, my link, and then what's below my link? My highlight circles. 90% of you don't have highlight circles. I'm guessing, I'm throwing out a number. How many of you on the call have your highlight circles? How many of you do not? And some of you are like, what's a highlight, Alex? I'm about to show you.
Yeah, I did check out a lot of the folks here. Highlights are completely not there.
These are highlights. Highlights are the circles that appear below your bio. If you go to like a big influencer, they have these highlight circles. All of you can have them. And what goes in the highlight circle are your stories. So here's the biggest thing I hate about stories. They go away in 24 hours, right? We post a story, it's gone in 24 hours. But hold on, if you have good stories, you can actually save them into a highlight circle, and that story will stay there forever. That's the hack. So you create a story and you love the story, and you don't want the story to disappear in 24 hours, well, guess what? Instagram saved it, but now you just have to put it into a highlight. And a highlight is like a folder. Imagine folders for your best stuff. So you create highlights of stories that go into folders. These are all folders. My inspiration folder, my podcast folder, my girl story folder, my events folder. And in there, I store as much as I want. You can have as many highlights as you want. I don't think there's a limit, Deb, but I would probably stick to like 5 to 7. I wouldn't really go much past that because they won't show on the screen. I like 5, I like 6, 7, something like that. Now, how do you make these highlights so pretty? Most people don't have them because they're like, I don't know how to build it. Well, have we all heard of Canva? Guess what? Anywhere has a deal with Canva. EXP has a deal with Canva. Keller Williams has a deal with Canva. Everybody's moving to Canva. Big surprise. I've been using Canva for how many years now? It's not a big surprise. I'm being sarcastic. The point is, it's making your life a lot easier because they have the templates already made. So if you want a highlight circle, you just go to Canva and say real estate story highlight cover. And look at all these beautiful highlight covers that they're giving you. David says Epic Realty has an account with Canva. There we go. All the big brands are moving their agents to use Canva because it's the easiest tool I've ever seen. And look, they got templates. Real estate story highlight covers. Here's the template. Maybe I like this one. I want to put some little icons in there. They give them to you. Notice how they give you everything here. So you can literally copy this or change the color. Yeah, ERA is part of Anywhere. So ERA, Coldwell Banker, Better Homes and Gardens, Sotheby's, Corcoran, all have Canva now. They just announced it at the last event at Inman. Look at this pretty highlight circles. You can have pink ones. You can have blue ones. You can have yellow ones. Do I need to be creative? No, I don't. Why? Because Canva has templates. And if I'm not sure what I should call my highlight covers, here's the mind blower. Let's see if I have it here. I went to AI and I said, now that you know Anna, what should her Instagram highlights be? Kay Osborne can go to AI and say, what should my Instagram highlights be? And here it is, about me, listings, sold, testimonials, tips, market updates, local life. Wow, I didn't have to be that creative, did I? Pretty freaking awesome, everybody. Our life just got upgraded. I know everybody's fearing. I got on a call with my dad and he's like, yeah, but Alex, humanity, and we're all gonna lose our jobs, and it was doom and gloom. And I'm like, Dad, next level, civilization needs to advance. I know it's scary, but that's why we got to embrace the change, right? We had to embrace technology. Does everybody remember factory workers, like on a factory line? I just watched, what was the movie? Stan and Iris with Jane Fonda and Robert De Niro. Anybody remember that movie? And Jane Fonda was on a factory line and all she did all day was like wrap brownies with, what's it called? Plastic all day long. Is that the best use of Jane Fonda's time? Obviously not. She's a great actress. So the point is we can be more creative. We can have more time with our families. If we leverage things like this, how much time would you save here just figuring this out? And this is just the beginning. So how many people see how already you can upgrade your Instagram? I won't watch. You can update your Instagram with, I just lost my train of thought. Thank you, Kathy. So you can upgrade your Instagram with a new bio using AI. You can upgrade your Instagram with highlights using Canva and AI. Pretty wild, right? And now you've got like an upgraded look and feel for your Instagram. So what's next? Pinned posts. What are pinned posts? So if you go to my Instagram, there's 3 posts that are at the top, no matter what. So no matter what I post, you're always going to see these 3 posts first. Once again, 90% of realtors do not have pinned posts. Anybody on this call have pinned posts? Pinned posts are the top 3 things that your prospect would see when they land on your Instagram. And the beauty of this is you're going to take your best listing, your best award, maybe a picture of your family to create rapport, whatever you feel like you want to put at the top that anybody should see when they land on your Instagram. Because the worst thing for them to do is land on your Instagram, read a really poor bio, not see any highlights, and then the first three things they see are 3 listings that they don't care about. That's like the worst scenario and probably the most common scenario in the real estate world. Make sense? Don't be the ordinary, be the extraordinary here. Invest in your bio, invest in the highlights using Canva and AI, and then invest in choosing 3 of your best posts. How do you do this? You go to your posts. Oops, here's the secret that I'm going to share on this call, a little vulnerable share. Hey, everybody, I'm engaged. And the last post on my Instagram is me getting engaged. Pretty wild. Yes, this did happen. This happened in Santorini just a few weeks ago. I'm super excited. We're going to get married within the next year. We've known each other for 5 years. She has a daughter and I have 2 daughters, and we've got a blended family, and it's going to be the next level of life. And just for a little pause into real life, I love it, Judy. I'll share with you just a quick glimpse into the engagement, just because you're all my community, you're all my supporters, but this is what it looked like. So let me just go back here. And here we go.
I found a love for me.
Oh, that was a special moment in my life, just sharing with you all. Hopefully you're able to see that. Did that come through, Mario?
Yeah, it all came through, sir. And I was able to realize she was actually posing for the photo, not knowing you were already on your knees with the ring in hand. Is that correct?
Yeah. So the background is I took her to Santorini and I said, hey, we're going to do a photo shoot with one of these big flying dresses. And at the very end, they said, turn around. And I surprised her on my knee. And I couldn't even get a word out. I was crying. You all know I have a lot of words, but not that time. All I could get out was tears. And she started crying too. And it's a beautiful thing. Love is a beautiful thing.
That moment was captured.
Absolutely. And I'll use and thank for all the congratulations, everybody. It was beautiful. And I'm very excited. And I'll use that as an example. Like that could be a post that I decide is going to go on the top of my Instagram, right? And I could pin that post to the top. And how I would pin that post to the top is I'd click the 3 dots and pin it to the main grid. Thank you, everybody, for the congratulations. And this is how simple it is. So you take an amazing post that you have. Maybe you won an award. Maybe you got up on stage. Maybe you closed a really big deal. And you go to that post and you click the 3 dots. And when you get to the 3 dots, you choose pin to main grid. And you can only pin 3 posts. So you have to pick very carefully. Mario, anything to add before we go on?
Yeah, I was just going to ask. Everybody's being so romantic and beautiful in their comments. How many people here got re-inspired to get married or love on somebody you're already married to? How many people got like some love vibes here? You know, that's incredible.
Yeah, I would have never thought 5 years ago that this was going to happen, and then it did. Great question, everybody. You can always change the pin post. Yeah, Mary's going on 41st honeymoon. I love that, Mary.
Yep, we can start a real greater dating service for all the agents to
start a new app, right?
Absolutely.
I love it. 34th anniversary in August for Sherry. Let's go.
Yeah, we already have takers.
I'm already thinking that I definitely want to go back at some point, renew my vows in that same spot, but with our kids. I think that'd be super fun. So let's talk a little more about Instagram, your followers, your sphere. And by the way, like I posted that moment on my Instagram because that's a real share. Like people get to know who I am, that I'm a real person, that I have a real life. This is what's going on for me. And you'd be surprised how many people reached out to me on the side, texting me, congratulating me off of my Instagram post. So don't be shy if you can, if you're cool with that, to share some life moments on your Instagram. Those are probably the ones that are going to get the most engagement. And your followers are following you, but how do they follow you? Well, you have to follow them. It's a give and get type of society on social media. You have to go follow them and then they follow you back. So my recommendation is that you all take your database and maybe you create a spreadsheet with all your clients, prospects, and create columns for Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn and start following the people that you want to follow. And then some of those people are going to follow you back. But if you don't take the initiative, you're going to sit there at 200 followers. In fact, Let me know in the chat, how many followers do you have? I see most realtors under 300 followers, which is wild because you probably know more people than that, but you just haven't taken the time to go follow your sphere. Does that make sense? Just go look them up on Instagram and say, follow. And they're going to say, oh, you're here too? And they'll follow you back. It's really that simple, everybody. It's kind of, we overcomplicate things. But it's just like, if I don't call somebody, they don't call me back. I got to call people. So some says all my followers are realtors. That's great. And you can follow some of your clients so that they follow you back. You can comment on stories, and that's going to help you build following. So how do you comment on a story? See the circles on the top? You click on a circle and you'll see somebody's story, and then you can comment on it. So I go to Gary Ashton's post. On the very bottom, it says reply to Gary, and I comment on his story. Now, if you don't know what to post on the comment, here's what I did. I went to AI and I said, hey, AI, how should I comment on stories? And it literally told me, be specific, not generic. Use questions to start conversations. Add energy with emojis. So a great comment is like, where is this? It looks amazing. How long did it take to find this one? What's your favorite feature in this home, right? That smile says it all. I'm so happy for you. You can send direct messages to people. That's really cutting to the chase, getting right into their inbox. You can go right on your desktop and say, send message. Very few people use this, and this is gold, everybody. This is super gold. And I asked AI, what should I send to somebody who follows me? So let's say somebody new follows you and you follow them back. You could actually send them a direct message and say, thanks for following me. So I asked AI, what should I send as a direct message once someone follows me? And it said, you want to acknowledge the follow, create a connection, and offer value. And it literally gave me the script. Hey, Josh, thanks for following. I share tips on real estate and behind the scenes of Miami. Curious, are you in real estate or do you just love keeping up with the market? You see how that's like perfectly positioning you to start a conversation? If they're a prospect, they're going to say, no, I'm trying to keep up with the market. If they're a realtor, they're going to say, no, I'm another realtor. And now you know if that's somebody you should keep engaging with. Here's another one. Thanks for following. I post real estate tips, market updates, and Miami lifestyle content. Are you a fellow agent, investor, or just someone who loves Miami homes? Pretty cool, right? The AI is literally, ChatGPT, whatever, is giving me the script. Who thinks this is cool? Like literally, see how easy my prompts are? What should I send once someone follows me? I'm not getting that crazy here, right? How do you send a direct message, Marie? You go back, you open up the messenger tool, which is in the top right here on Instagram. It looks like a Facebook messenger tool. And then you go create new message or send message, and you'll see all the incoming messages. It's on the top right of your profile. What about getting new people? Well, you can go follow new people. You can use your Instacart to get new people. Instagram is new people. But every once in a while, you need to go look up your sphere. Or you could do it on the go. What does it look like to do it on the go? You meet somebody at Starbucks at an open house, and you say, hey, let's connect. Maybe you share your digital card, and then you say, hey, can I follow you on Instagram? And right there, you go to follow that person on Instagram. We even have QR codes on our digital card that take them right to the Instagram. We even have a lookup tool on your Instacard now. So if you have how many of you have your Instacard? Let me know. Instacard users, say I see in the chat. I see if you're using your Instacard. Every time you meet somebody, you have a lookup tool. You literally have a button for Instagram. You can say Instagram lookup, and you'll find Eduardo on Instagram, and then you can go follow him. If you do it on the fly, it saves you time later. Just like I followed Montel here. It searched for him, I found Montel, and then I followed him. Same thing for LinkedIn. Of course you can link your Instacart to Instagram, Mary. And Marcia, yeah, if you're not fully using it, we do trainings every Thursday on how to use your digital card. Every Thursday, everybody. InstacartZoom.com. You can register right now. We'll put it in the chat. We do a free training every Thursday on how to use your digital card. InstacartZoom.com. You could set up automatic messages. So anytime somebody follows you, you could have them automatically reply with, hey, thanks for connecting. Are you looking for a home or are you a realtor? That's using a tool called ManyChat. I'm going to be doing more detailed webinars on more advanced Instagram. So, when we decide we're about to launch a new program, where you can join a webinar. And then if you want to get into like more advanced webinars, you'll be able to join. And that's where we would get into ManyChat and like funnels and all kinds of fun stuff that I'm doing for top producers. The Thursday training is always at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And finally, let's look at posts. On posting on Instagram, you can go live, you can do stories, you can do reels, you can do posts, you can do ads. But let's just say you're going to do a post. Many of you don't know this, but you can post from your desktop computer now. You don't have to do all the posting from your mobile device. You can also hire our company to post for you, and we can be posting for you every single day. We have AI, so you can create posts as well. You don't have to waste a lot of time on this, is what I'm getting at, everybody. This isn't supposed to be a time suck. This is supposed to be like complementing your business, getting you more exposure. If you're the type that's not tech savvy, then you should be just signing up for a service that posts for you like ours or anybody else. If you're tech savvy enough, you should probably post and then post your own stuff, but make sure you're leveraging all this. But I even went to AI. This is wild. I said, based on what you know about Anna Benavides or about Penny Alper or about Scott Doan, what should she post on Instagram? Isn't that wild? All I said was, based on what you know about XYZ Realtor, what should she post on Instagram? And boom, content ideas for Anna. She should post client success stories. And it literally grabbed one of her testimonials. Behind the scenes of the process, filming properties can be super effective. Local market insights and listings, quick tips and educational posts, human connection. And then it even asked me, would you like me to write you a script? Would you like me to draft you some post ideas? Come on, everybody. We got no excuse anymore. Like, it's literally making our lives so much easier. Please don't lose this opportunity. It's such a big opportunity. And if you dive into it now, imagine a year or two from now how skilled you'll be. And it'll move itself into other areas of your life, like of your business. There's so many things that AI does now that you don't have to do. You don't have to be a factory worker like on a lot of stuff in your business. You could stay the negotiator, the creative person, all of that. Right? So it tells you like what type of content you particularly should write. You can post reels, you can do all kinds of stuff, but we're kind of at time, but you can see I've got way more to train you on. That's why I'm going to do deeper and deeper trainings. If you saw today's training as valuable, share with me your biggest takeaway. And I'd love to know 1 through 10, how valuable today's training was for you. So biggest takeaway, or 1 through 10, followed by biggest takeaway. Catherine gave me a 19. I'll take it. Thank you, Catherine. Scott says a 10. Deb says a 10. 10 plus. Deb says I'm going to use that AI on Instagram. Use the AI for sure. 10 plus highlights. There we go. The engagement. Thank you, Catherine. Love it. The bio, says Tanya. RJ gives a 10. Reminded me that AI can be used in real estate too. Absolutely, Linda. Beyond like so many things. So keep in mind, everybody, set some goals for yourself. Use AI. Start playing with it. It's getting so smart. Love to get a review from you. If you haven't been on my trainings before and you haven't given me a 5-star review on Google, I don't ask for anything other than give me a review for today's training. I don't charge you for today's training. It's complimentary. All I ask is give me some nice words to read on the weekend to say, you know what, I should keep doing what I'm doing. Stay on track, Alex. People need your help. I know a lot of people need our help. I know these trainings are valuable, and I'm excited to share this with more and more people in the world. If you need us to do a training for your office, please feel free to reach out to us. And if you need help with social media, you know where we are. We do all social. We have like 1,500 agents that we post for every day. We have about 50 agents that we build digital marketing funnels for. We can take you to the next level. We can optimize your online presence, all of that. But today's training is all about you. Take it and run with it. Take that AI, update your Instagram bio, and once you do, shoot me a DM, follow me on Instagram, send me a DM, and say, I updated my Instagram bio, what do you think? And I will give you feedback. I'm that open to it. Like, just shoot me a DM. That's how rare it is to receive a DM that I will see yours.
One last thing before we go. If you're a client, I'm going to drop the link to our expedited form. If you're having some issues with your Instagram or any updates, any techie stuff you need help with, I'm going to drop it right now before we run out of here. Thank you, everyone, for the participation. Thanks for attending that love. Let's get that excitement going, get that energy throughout the week. feel free to text us. Hey, I tried what you said. I got some results. I tried what you said, and people were nicer with me. I increased my follower count. Like, all this stuff really does work, and you can see the changes and the improvements happening right away.
Bingo. All right. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of you coming today and joining me on a Friday. You could be doing anything with your time. You're here, you're learning, you're taking your business to the next level. Education alone never helped anyone. Implementation is the name of the game. So please implement what you learned today. Take it to the next level. Send me an update. Say, hey, I did it, Alex. What do you think? Love to see it. And thank you, Penny. You're the bomb as well. You've been here a long time. I love having these raving fans, long time. Mary says, thank you. You're welcome. Linda, so glad I jumped on this Zoom. Thank you so much. Deb, thank you. You're the very best. I appreciate you. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Mario, for marketing this and tuning in and making this all happen. Everybody, leave you with good blessings. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your families. Enjoy yourself. And have a great weekend.
All right.